with the team. I think as the pre-season goes on, we'll be getting sharper in our movements and some of our passing. But at this moment in time, you're really building up the resistance of the players, that duration of getting game time and getting minutes under their belt. And like I say, as we move into that strength and speed element of it, they'll become sharper. But I was very pleased. I thought first half we started the game very, very well. Passing was crisp and precise. Scored a very good goal. We looked real threat, at the top end of the field, both in combination play and in counter-attack. And but I was also very pleased with how we defended. With good shape this early in pre-season. And I think, as you see, we've made changes in the game and to give players some minutes on the field. It was some of our players who've only been back for a week or so got 45 to 60 minutes. So overall, I was delighted.
Pass the microphone now to this gentleman.
Hi, I know it's going to be really difficult to replace the scoring that Luis Suarez contributed, but do you think it's going to be more of a committee? Do you think someone's got to kind of step into his role? Where do you see, I know it's early, but where do you kind of see the offense coming from this season?
Well, I see it from the players that scored 70-odd goals last season. So it's fairly simple. Luis Suarez isn't a Liverpool player. So I don't need to talk and reference about Luis Suarez. I just worry about the players I have. We've shown enough games last season and the season before when we didn't have Louis that we can score goals. So that won't be an issue.
Brendan, what does it say about Jordan Henderson's fitness that he was able to play the full 90 today?
Well, it tells you everything. He was only back a few days and I played him for about 15-20 minutes in the first game. So he's a very integral part of how we work. He presses the game so well. His physical condition is a real high level. He's just one of them very fortunate, blessed boys that naturally is so fit. But he also works very hard at his game. So now he got through 90 tonight, which was great for him. And like as I said, so Martin Skirtle with 90 minutes as well, Brad Jones. So now we have players across the board that are getting good minutes under the belt, and obviously Jordan, that was nice for him.
So you started Sean and Markovic tonight. Did you like what you saw from them in particular?
Yeah, I think I've seen a difference in Dan since he's come back. I think he's obviously had the confidence from the World Cup and from his late year last year. And I think he's ready to take on the mantle of the striker. As I said, he's 20-odd goals last year, so he's a striker of great value. Markovic will only get better and better. He's showed great strength when he burst through that. And hopefully later on when he picks up that speed and that sharpness in his game, he'll go on and finish that. But with good speed, Raheem Sterling's always a threat. He's a joy to watch as a kid, and as I said, those three I thought were really exciting at times.
Next question, anyone? Gentleman at the back there, please. Can we pass the microphone before you go?
Hi, Brendan. Mixed bag in the transfer market today. Good news and bad news for you. Anywhere in the squad that you think still needs strengthening, aside from striker? I'm presuming you're going to go back in and look at other options.
You're absolutely right.
Any other positions that you think need strengthening?
Yes.
Would you mind sharing which ones?
No.
I knew you were going to do that.
Good lad.
Next question. Anyone?
Brendan, we got Jack Robinson playing the second half today, and I heard that you've been impressed with him in training recently. How did you feel he did
he's
today?
done well. He's looked stronger and a bit more confident. There's areas of the game that he needs to be better in. But I thought that side, Jose Enrique in the first half was strong, and he's still got a long way to go before we get him up to full speed, because he's a really good player. But as you say, Jack now has got an opportunity to show me that he can be a part of the squad. Because I always look to the young players from the academy base. I always look from within, and if they have and show the right qualities, then they can make the step. So he'll get an opportunity, and hopefully he can take it.
Last couple now, yeah.
Hi, Brendan. You've signed Dejan Lovren today. Just wanted to know which side of the defence, the centre back he's going to be playing. Is he a right-sided or a left-sided centre back for you?
We might play a 3.
That's good as well, but we normally play a 4. So would it be left or would it be right for you?
he's right-footed, so he can play on the right, but he prefers and likes to play on the left side. So it'll just depend. It'll depend what the needs most. Important thing for me is that I've got the player, and then we can use the player where's need be. So wait and see on that one.
Gentlemen, then I'm going to finish off with the gentleman back. Sorry.
Is there any improvement in the squad as a whole that you'd like to see before the season starts?
No, I'm really pleased with how it's all coming along. As I said, the players have literally just come back, the World Cup players. So we've only really been, as I said, as a squad over this last week or so. But no, I've been delighted. I know this group well, and I know the players coming in are suited and will fit what we're trying to do. So the most important date for me is the Southampton game, and come that game, we'll be ready, and the players are showing that they're well on track towards that.
Okay, last couple of gentlemen there, Fred back, if that's okay. Then we'll finish with the gentleman.
Brendan, what were you told on Remy's medical, and how disappointed were you that the deal couldn't get done?
It's very simple. We've made a decision as a club not to go ahead with the deal. So it's unfortunate for the player. It's happened before, and it's happened on this occasion. So we're obviously disappointed for the player, but there's nothing more to be said. Really, we have to move on and look at other targets.
So, Brendan, this one is about Lovren.
Is this a good question?
I hope so. You never ever talk about players until you've officially signed them. So now he's signed. Tell us why you've signed him.
I think he's a really commanding centre half. I've said for a while, or certainly since we lost Jimmy Carragher, that we needed that leadership, and he's a player that gives us that. Very strong, very commanding, but he can play. So I've been really impressed with him when I've seen him at Lyon. He went into the Premier League with Southampton, and I know speaking to the Southampton players thought he was a big driving force for them and keeping them defensively solid. And he had a really good World Cup. So I think that he's a player that he can still improve, still develop, in his mid-20s, and someone that I'm really looking forward to working with.